Hey, what's up? It's me, Guy01, and welcome to this week's versus episode on the Walkthrough channel. This week, it's Bianca Belair against Jade, Cargill, Sargil. I don't know how to say her last name. So, we have a kind of weird situation here. There were no birthdays this past week, but a wrestler was in the news for the past couple weeks. I think this all actually happened last week, before last week's versus episode, but I didn't say anything about it because I didn't really know anything about it. But seeing how there's no birthdays this week, I had to come up with some kind of match, so we're doing this. So for those of you who don't know, former AEW Women's Champion Jade Cargill, again, don't know how to say her name, I was just gonna say Jade, announced that she had left the company. That was confirmed. And then, like, literally 2 days later, it was announced that she had signed with WWE. Not rumors. I mean, as soon as, like, there were rumors that she was leaving, and once those rumors started getting around, the rumors started going around that she would sign with WWE. Then, of course, as soon as it was confirmed that she had left the company, those rumors ramped up, and then, again, literally, like, I think she left AEW on a Monday, and then, like, by Tuesday night, she had signed, like, with WWE, and, like, it wasn't like a secret or anything. It wasn't like something that got like uncovered by like a news or like some like journalist. Like WWE like announced it. Like they announced that they had signed her. Like they were the ones who made the official announcement. And it's like, wow, that didn't take long. And of course, as soon as it was made official that she was with the company, the first thought is the first thought is, what are you gonna do with her? Where are you gonna debut her? She's already working with the Performance Center. She's already done like a whole photo shoot with WWE of her in the Performance Center. So they're really like hyping up her signing. Like it's weird. I don't remember the last time WWE is like hyped a signing this much. Especially for someone from like a rival company. Like they're treating her like she's the next big thing. Like they're treating her like when WCW signed Hulk Hogan almost. Like it was just like what everyone talked about. Not to that extreme. I mean, she's no Hulk Hogan. But, like I was saying, like, the first thing that started going around is what are they going to do with her? And Bianca Belair's name is someone who's kept coming up, because there's obviously a bunch of comparisons you can make with them, between the two of them, both by just how they look, but also their style of wrestling. They're both powerhouses. They're very physically imposing. Not like in a Nia Jax or Tamina kind of way, but just, like, with how jacked they are. Like, how muscular they are. So the first idea was like have her debut and feud with Bianca Belair. That would be a great feud, which, yeah, that'd be a cool one to see, and you know they put on good matches. The other thought was have her debut and maybe either right away or not too long down the line have her team with Bianca and have them be a tag team, and they would be like the most dominant women's tag team of all time. Which again, totally see that. So there's a lot of questions about what they're going to do with her, how long they're going to have her be in developmental. Is she going to even, are they even going to bother putting her through NXT, or are they just going to bring her up straight to the main roster? That's another big thing. Are you going to put her in NXT or bring her straight to the main roster? Which, there's rumors that she's coming straight to the main roster, but nothing confirmed yet. But yeah, it was just so weird seeing how, like, how much WWE was, like, pushing it that they had signed her. Like, again, normally you don't see that. Normally it's, like, the news sites, and, like, third parties who are announcing, like, all this stuff. Like, it's official, she signed with WWE, or WWE signed her. For WWE to be the ones to, like, break the news and, like, announce it, you don't see that a lot. Oh no. Ow. Alright, I gotta focus. I'm not even on Raw yet. Thankfully, not a lot of stuff happened on either Raw or SmackDown. And I get it's the go-home shows before Fastlane. So you don't want to do too much. But with that said, they did have a Intercontinental Championship match on Raw. A very hard-hitting one as well. So there were some flaws in that logic. But anyway, not to rush ahead. Let's get into Raw. Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci beat Otis and Chad Gable, with Gunther basically saying that Vinci is now the responsibility of Kaiser, again teasing more tension in Imperium, and the potential that they might split, which I still feel like it might be a little too early for that. I feel like you should give them a bit more time, at least give them a run, even if it's just for a few weeks, where Vinci and Kaiser hold the tag titles, have Gunther be Intercontinental Champion, and just have that visual of all three of them with the gold before you split them. I feel like they need just that. They need that moment where they hold all the gold. Bronson Reed beat Cedric Alexander. Tegan Knox beat Chelsea Green. Xavier Woods beat Ivar of the Viking Raiders. Drew McIntyre beat The Miz in what was originally a Miz TV segment, so The Miz never got out of his suit. Poor Miz. And as I mentioned before, Gunther faced Tommaso Ciampa in an Intercontinental title match, which was like signed that night. Like they had the contract signed that night, and then in that segment they revealed that the match was going to actually happen that night. Like, I guess the implication was it was going to happen at Fastlane on Saturday, today. So it was like a surprise that it actually happened on free TV. And not only that, but the same day that they signed the contract. You normally don't see that. So they had the match. Gunther beat Ciampa to retain the title. Afterwards, Kaiser and Vinci came down to beat down on Ciampa, which allowed Johnny Gargano to make his triumphant return and make the save on Ciampa before they took out Imperium to close out the show. Remember how last week we were talking about how Johnny Gargano was one of those guys who you wouldn't be surprised if his name was included on that list of released wrestlers a couple weeks ago? I even mentioned, like, when was the last time we even saw him on TV? Well, I guess we know why they didn't cut him, because they were planning on bringing him back. Which, it is good to see him back. So it'll be nice to see if they actually do anything with him now. Looks like hashtag DIY is reunited. We'll see how long that lasts. It is weird that they are reuniting them, because, I don't know, their split was like just so like volatile and explosive, and their rivalry might have been better than their partnership. I don't know, it's hard to say, because I feel like their rivalry never really got the time it needed, just because of all the stuff going on, injuries, moving to the main roster, pandemic. I feel like they could have had like a Sami Zayn Kevin Owens rivalry, and maybe that's what they're gonna do with these two. Have them basically go back and forth between being partners and the most bitter of rivals. But it looks like right now they're on good terms. Again, we'll see how long that lasts. So that was really it for Raw. There were a few other like brawl segments and promo segments they didn't talk about, but you know, it's your standard go-home show. So you don't want to have a lot of matches involving, you know, your main event people, especially the people who are going to be working the pay-per-view, because you don't want to risk injury, which I get. But hey, at least we got that Intercontinental title match, so that more than made up for it. Moving on to SmackDown, Charlotte Flair and Asuka beat Io Sky and Bayley. Again, building up more hype for their triple threat match at Fastlane. Ow. And again, poor Io Sky, I mean, I don't think she's, not only I don't think she's won a match since she's won the title, I don't think she's even been in a singles match, at least not on TV. Like, all the matches she's been in are tag team matches, which I kind of get why, because they're trying to build up the tension between Damage Control, especially between Io Sky and Bayley, with Bayley being the one costing them all these wins. Or costing them the losses, I guess. So I kind of get that. But I don't know, it feels weird that the champion... I mean, if you want to protect her, but then don't put her in matches that she's going to lose. And again, I get why they're doing it, because she's usually not the one who loses. It's Bayley who loses and costs them as a team. But I just find it weird that they haven't... If they're going to put her in matches, put her in a couple singles matches and have her win. At least once or twice. No? Okay. Anyway, moving on, Bobby Lashley beat Rey Mysterio. Again, building up more hype for the Street Profits LWO match at Fastlane. Dragon Lee beat Austin Theory after Cameron Grimes took out Grayson Waller at ringside to distract Theory. Kind of nice seeing all these 4 NXT guys get this main roster attention. It is nice seeing them all, like, you know, interacting with each other instead of, you know, having them split across, you know, different programs with main eventers. It is nice seeing them all together. And in the main event, LA Knight faced Jimmy Uso, which ended in disqualification after Solo Sikoa came down to attack Knight. Jimmy and Solo then continued to beat up Knight, and before John Cena ran out to make the save. This then led to the Judgment Day coming out, who had several confrontations with the Bloodline past couple weeks. So the tension was on who the Judgment Day were going to go after, if they were going to go after the Bloodline or help them. Well, unfortunately for Knight and Cena, they were going to help them. So you had Bloodline and the Bloodline and Judgment Day beating up LA Knight and John Cena until Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso ran down to make the save, closing the show with the 4 faces standing tall. So, like I said, it's your standard go-home shows. Don't want to put, you know, the people who are, or at least not a lot of the people who are working matches at the pay-per-view in matches on free TV. Again, for the risk of injury. And you had a lot of, you know, promo and brawl segments to basically remind people that there's a rivalry going on. And to see how it ends. Or reminding people to check in to see how it ends. And good night. It's over. Doubt that'll happen in real life with how much they're pushing Jade. Well, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I think for us all the time. Stay tuned for next week's Versus coming out. Wait, hold on. Messed that up. Stay tuned for next week's Versus, and next week where we continue our Batman Arkham Asylum walkthrough. Next week we are going to confront Poison Ivy in the Botanical Gardens. And let me know in the comments below what your predictions are for Fastlane, what your thoughts are on WWE signing Jade, however you pronounce her last name. When you guys think of them like promoting her signing so much. I still find it kind of weird how much they're promoting it. I mean, they know, again, it's not just because it's her, it's just in general, WWE usually don't promote signings that much. Like, ever. I mean, they didn't even, like when they signed AJ Styles, they kept that a secret until he debuted at the Royal Rumble. When they re-signed Cody Rhodes, they kept that secret till he returned at WrestleMania. But with her, they're like, hey, we signed her. She's gonna be here. We're not gonna tell you when, but she's gonna show up soon. How soon? Can't say. But she's here. So, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Guy01 and the ST, Bianca Belair, signing out. Bye, guys.